How does motion even work? You take a step, you move forward, right? But what if I told you that, according to one ancient philosopher, motion is an illusion? Yup, welcome to the mind-bending world of Zeno of Elea, the OG troll of ancient philosophy. Zeno wasn't just a philosopher, he was a master of paradoxes, those little brain puzzles that make you question everything you thought you knew about reality. In today's video, we'll unravel his most famous paradoxes, see how they stump scientists and thinkers today, and maybe even discover what they tell us about the universe, infinity, and the limits of human understanding. Let's dive in before Achilles catches up to that tortoise. Oh wait, he can't. First, let's meet the man behind the madness, Zeno of Elea. Zeno lived in ancient Greece around 500 BCE, and he was a student of Parmenides, a philosopher who believed that change and motion were illusions. Zeno, being the ultimate teacher's pet, decided to defend this wild idea by creating a series of paradoxes designed to confuse the living daylights out of anyone who dared to argue otherwise. But here's the thing, Zeno didn't just invent these paradoxes to mess with people. But let's be honest, that was probably a bonus. He wanted to challenge the way we think about reality, logic, and assumptions we make without questioning them, and boy did he succeed. Let's start with Zeno's most famous paradox, Achilles and the tortoise. Here's how it goes. Imagine a race between Achilles, the fastest warrior in ancient Greece, and the tortoise who, let's face it, has the speed of a sleepy snail. To be nice, Achilles gives the tortoise a head start. But according to Zeno, Achilles never overtakes the tortoise. Why? Because every time Achilles reaches the spot where the tortoise was, the tortoise has moved a little further. And this keeps happening infinitely. Achilles gets closer and closer, but never quite catches up. Now, if you're thinking, wait, that's nonsense. Of course Achilles can overtake the tortoise. Congratulations, your brain just got Zenoed. The paradox isn't about the race itself. It's about the idea that an infinite number of steps must be completed for Achilles to catch up. And if there are infinite steps, how can you ever finish the race? Next up, we have the Dichotomy paradox, also known as how to never leave your couch. Zeno says that to go anywhere, you first have to get halfway there. But before you can get halfway, you have to get a quarter of the way. Before that, an eighth, and so on. In other words, any journey can be divided into an infinite number of smaller steps. And if there are infinite steps, how do you even complete this journey? Are we all just stuck in place, thinking we're moving when we're really not? It's enough to make you question every step you've ever taken, and maybe even skip leg day in the gym. Let's make things even weirder with the arrow paradox. Zeno argues that if you look at an arrow in flight at any single moment, it's not moving, it's just there, frozen in time. And if every single moment of this journey is motionless, how does the arrow even move? It's like watching a movie frame by frame. Each frame is a still image, right? So how do all these images add up to motion? Zeno's point is that motion is an illusion. It's just like a series of still moments stitched together. But here's the twist. Modern science, with its quantum theories and time particles, still hasn't fully solved this puzzle. Zeno might have been trolling us, but he was also way ahead of his time. Now, you might be thinking, okay Zeno, cool story, but obviously Achilles catches up to the tortoise. I can walk to the fridge and the arrows do hit their targets. And you'd be right, kind of. The paradoxes don't describe how the world actually works. They're about how we understand concepts like infinity, time, and motion. For centuries, Zeno's paradoxes stumped even the greatest minds. It wasn't until modern mathematics introduced the concept of limits in calculus that we had a tool to explain how infinite steps could add up to a finite distance. So thank you, Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz, for saving us from existential nightmares. But here's the wild part. Even with calculus and modern physics, Zeno's paradoxes still challenge us. In the world of quantum mechanics, where particles can exist in multiple states at once, or in the study of black holes, where time and space warp beyond recognition, Zeno's questions still feel strangely relevant. His paradoxes remind us that understanding reality is always incomplete, always evolving. They're a testament to the power of philosophy, stretch our minds, force us to think beyond the obvious. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good brain workout? So, what can we learn from Zeno's paradoxes? Maybe they're not just about motion or infinity, but about the limits of human understanding. They remind us that even the simplest things, like taking a step forward, can reveal the most profound mysteries. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the mind-bending world of Zeno. If this video made your brain hurt the best way possible, give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more explorations into the puzzles that keep us questioning. And remember, whether you're chasing a tortoise, walking to the fridge, or just pondering the mysteries of existence, the journey is always worth it, even if it never ends.